What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one, I'm going to be showing how to make the secret neighbor case house. This is part 12, and in this one, we're going to be finishing off the bottom floor, along with laying out the rest of the top floor, or the second floor, not top floor. I really wish there were only two floors, frankly. That would have made my life so much easier. Anyway, yeah, here it is in all of its neighboriness, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. God, this house is big. Alrighty, let's finish that first floor, shall we? If you head inside, I would recommend actually going upstairs in this, like, main area and finding your way so you're kind of outside and we can look from above at these rooms. This area literally doesn't exist, there's nothing here. This would just be the basement if you care to make that spacing for it. It's here. I didn't do anything, I just kind of left it open. But we're going to start with the left room here, and then we're just going to work our way right and sweep through them. So in this one, you want to start by getting out the following. Polished black stone stairs. Mangrove planks. Warped doors. Warped trapdoors. Warped slabs, which I think we'll also use as planks. Oak doors. Oak trapdoors. Acacia buttons. And pale oak trapdoors? Sure. Started from the entrance of this room, which would be the yellow terracotta wall. We're basically ignoring the fact that that's the back door. You want to basically, if you look at that door, you want to just left of the top block, you'll place an acacia button. To the right of the door against the wall here off the bottom three yellows, you're going to place pale oak trapdoors open up against them. But they still haven't fixed that. Whatever. On the opposite side here, which would be just next to this button, you want to place an opposite on polished black stone stair facing towards you. Heading towards you from it, you'll place an opposite on polished black stone stair facing into the previous. Gap of 1, 2 mangrove planks, then 2 warped planks, again just make them as slabs. Gap of 1, opposite on polished black stone stair facing right, to the right of it, and opposite on stair facing left. If you skip around this little corner of the wall, you'll be on the second yellow over, which is this one, and you'll place an opposite on polished black stone stair facing left, left of it, and opposite on stair facing right. Copy pretty much all of what you just did an additional 2 times on top of itself. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. I'm definitely starting to feel the burnout on this one too, but I guess again, having this and chapter 2 at the same time of Poppy Playtime has been definitely a lot. You should have this. What you can do on the mangrove planks is on basically the bottom 2x2 of each one. You want to have warped doors that face towards this door here, the yellow terracotta one. I'm going to place a warped door here, just like between the mangrove and the polished black stone stairs, but it's actually out of block. And then I'll just go right of it and I'll place 2 more doors up against it, and they should all face that way with the handles. I don't know, it might have just worked. No, it wouldn't have, because that tries to face that way. I never can remember. You'll then, above them, place warp trap doors open up against those mangrove planks. Do the same thing on the warped, but with oak doors, and these ones will actually face towards each other. You shouldn't really have a problem. I place this one, then I have to break and replace this one. And then you'll have oak trap doors open up against it at the top. Extend the warped planks up with slabs. And then if you trace them to the other side of the hallway, which should be, or this room, I guess, which should be on this strip birch, you want to count towards the, if you're from the angle that I'm at, left, which will be towards the red concrete wall, an additional 1, and then place 2 warp slabs extending over. That should be all we can do with this set of materials. So you can clear your inventory again and get out the following. Beehives. Red and white carpet. Mangrove trapdoor. Diorite wall. Pale oak fence. Creeper head. piglin head. And prismarine walls. Of course, we forgot the other acacia button. That's just the way she goes. From the... I think both doors, actually. Well, no. From the yellow terracotta wall door, this one, you'll place a white carpet inside. And from the other one, you'll place a red carpet. The white carpet is actually another block out, though. It's not against the wall. I apologize. So it should be here. You'll then extend it in both directions with a red carpet. And from the side closest to the pale oak trap doors against the wall here, you'll place a beehive. On the, what is technically the left wall, but we're considering it the right wall. If you take the top pale oak trap door and count it towards you by 3, you'll place a mangrove trap door open up against that block. Turn around and you want to head just beyond this polished black stone shelf, which kind of sticks out of the wall a little bit. And then behind this corner, you'll place a diorite wall with a pale oak fence on top. Behind that, you'll have a creeper head facing diagonally into the corner of yellow terracotta, like so. And then to the right of that on this strip birch, you'll have a piglin head facing mostly backwards, but a little bit to the left, like so. I love how the hitbox like doesn't change. That's just brilliant. Anyway. On the back wall here, you want to leave a gap of 1 from the red concrete, or from the door here, and on the red, and you'll place 2 prismarine walls, gap of 1, beehive. Clear your inventory, and I want to just quickly get out the acacia button, and it's going to be off the, or above the, off of the right of the top half of this door here. You'll place that acacia button. I don't know why I struggled with that so much. I just wanted to get that out of the way because I knew it would end up either getting forgotten. It would just cause an inconvenience. You want to get out the following materials now anyway. Heavy core, wherever it is. It's somewhere. There it is. Resin brick walls. Spruce planks. Spruce stairs. Composter, acacia trapdoor, spruce signs, cyan carpet, and structure voids, preferably. You should already have them, hopefully. From this shelf here of polished blackstone that's on this yellow wall, you want to right of it place a heavy core. Heading backwards, you'll place a resin brick wall. You'll then count right by 2 and place 3 spruce planks extending up. Off the left of each of them, you'll place spruce signs with nothing on them. Behind the bottom spruce plank, you'll place a composter, structure void, and then an acacia trapdoor open up against the red concrete wall. I have the handle facing down, but that's up to you. On top of those 3 things, you just place the trapdoor, composter, and structure void. You'll place cyan carpet. To the left of the structure void, which will just be the center of the desk, you'll count to the second birch plank over and place a spruce stair facing right. Up diagonally left from it, you want a structure void here, and then off the right of that structure void, you'll place a spruce sign. You can't really see the outline, but again, just like if you were to hold the structure void in your hand and just look at the center of it, and then, you know, place the sign that way. But I kind of know where it is because I've placed enough structure voids, I guess, to not really need to see them to be able to know if they're there. Obviously, if I place them or remember that they're there, sometimes I just forget. Anyway, you can clear your inventory. Again, I would keep your structure voids in your inventory, actual inventory, just because it's always nice to have, not in your hotbar. And get out the following. Black banners. Dark oak fence gates. Pale oak slabs. Smooth quartz slabs. Dark oak slabs. And lanterns. First off, on the left wall, which is the long yellow terracotta wall, you want to be up against the back row of yellow, and you're going to place 4 dark oak fence gates extending up, each opened into the wall. If you're looking at this wall, you want to take the second one up, and going left of it, you'll place 2 upside down pale oak slabs. Then count up 1 and left by 2 and place 2 pale oak slabs extending left. Then count up 1 and place 2 slabs extending left again. Then from the right half of this shelf, you'll count right by 2 and place 2 upside down pale oak slabs extending right. That should be your weird assortment of shelves. You'll take the second shelf we placed, or the second from the bottom, which is this one, and if you take the right half of it and trace it down to the ground, you'll place a black banner off of this yellow terracotta. The ceiling pattern in this room is fairly easy. It's just 2 rows of upside down smooth quartz slabs off the left and right, and then again it's a row of dark oak from there. It should be again off the like 5th row up of the walls, and it should just be below these doors here, up on the 2nd floor. And I'd recommend putting yourself inside the room since we still have to add the lantern. This center row of dark oak slabs is the main one. You'll take the 4th from the back, so 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, turn it into a plank and place a lantern underneath. And then you can leave this room and head into the next one, which should be this one here with a strip spruce floor. And then we can literally just enter the warped one from here with a door that doesn't have a doorway, but that's not really a problem. We can actually do the ceiling in this room real quick. It's hardest ceiling in the entire build, not actually. It's just upside down smooth quartz slabs. There's no pattern or anything, it's just plain slabs. I don't know why some of these are plain and some of them aren't, but I'm not really prepared mentally to ask that question, so I'm just gonna move on. But yeah, I think as we get higher, I think most of them are. I don't think there's any exceptions beyond this point, but I'm probably wrong, seeing as how I forgot about this room being an exception. Nice. We technically need the pale oak slabs and the lantern again, but no, we can do the pale oak slabs actually. On the left wall, which is this one, if you take it and take the bottom left-hand corner when you're looking at it, you want to start by counting up diagonally right by 2, and place 2 pale oak slabs extending right, like so. I kind of inverted it because I placed it weirdly. Count right 2 up by 1 and place 2 pale oak slabs extending right again, and they should look like this. They're pretty much centered in the wall, actually. Other than vertically, they're not. If you take the doorway between these 2 rooms, I'll just actually... we don't have a door, but that's fine. From it, you'll count up diagonally right by 1 and place 2 pale oak slabs extending right. My goodness. Yeah, we can clear inventory, sure. And get out the following. I don't know what's happening with my voice. Get out... Nope, orange glazed terracotta. I for some reason thought it was cyan or light blue, but it's not. Acacia button. As in what this one was. Not like what actually was in the build, if that makes sense. Spruce planks. Spruce stairs. It probably doesn't now that I'm thinking about it. Spruce doors. Spruce trapdoors. Cyan carpet. Smooth quartz slabs, and light blue terracotta. So to start off with the 2 doors, if you take this one, you'll place an orange glazed terracotta in the floor just beyond it. Acacia button will be left of the top half if you're looking at it. Same thing with the other doorway, just it's a cyan carpet on the floor instead of a orange glazed terracotta in the floor. Heading back to the original door. In this particular corner, you want to place 3 spruce planks extending up. Same thing, right of it, a row. On top of that, you'll place a set of spruce stairs facing towards each other. And then what you want to do is if you take the top row of spruce planks, you'll place spruce trapdoors open up against it. And then the bottom 2 by 2, you'll place a set of spruce doors to face into each other like so. Leave a 1 block gap extending right of that and place an upside down spruce stair facing right. Right of it, an upside down stair facing left. Extend those stairs up with a row of light blue terracotta and then a couple of spruce trapdoors. Which I want to say is a mini Act 1. It's some sort of dollhouse. I don't know if it's Act 1 or not, but I feel like it is. Extend these set of spruce stairs towards you another row. In the front right-hand corner of this room that isn't actually the frontmost one, it'll be like this corner over here. You can kind of see where I'm standing. You see the window there and then the stuff we just did there. You want to go back here against the wall and place 4 upside-down smooth quartz slabs. Extend it left by 2 rows. And then on top of this frontmost row, you'll place spruce trapdoors open up against the yellow. Behind these smooth quartz slabs, you'll place 2 rows extending up that are open in the same direction, which is forward. Had to think about that one. You can clear your inventory and get out the following. Light blue wool, blue wool, beehive, mangrove stair, spruce fence gate, acacia stair, acacia plank, acacia trapdoor, and a warped sign. We'll start near the door here at the, I guess, quote-unquote back. If you're on the 4th strip spruce wood in front of this cyan carpet, you want to count left by 1 and place a beehive here. Direction doesn't matter for that one since it's exposed on all sides anyway. Heading to the left a little bit to this table we made earlier, you want to break under the front set of spruce stairs and replace the strip spruce with light blue wool. Extend it right an additional 1. And then each of those light blue wools can be brought forward in the floor with 2 blue wool. Surround the blue wool and light blue wool except for the corners stay open. Left of the front half of this table, you'll place a beehive. And in front of the front right stair, you'll place a mangrove stair facing into it. Above it, a spruce fence gate open towards the front of the build or room or whatever. Which is the store, which is technically the front of the build anyway. It works the same. To the, I guess, left of the bed, which is this weird thing, you want to take the 2nd strip spruce oven in the floor and break it and replace it with an acacia plank. You'll have an upside down acacia stair on top with a warp sign off the front of it, or back, whichever you want to consider that, and then on the sides you'll place acacia trapdoors open up against it. Clear your inventory, and this should be the last set you need to finish off this room, but maybe not, we'll see. You need a lantern, paintings, pale oak sign, spruce slabs, oak slab, brown carpet, light gray banners. Now we'll need a few more materials, that's unfortunate. Ochre froglight, and then bamboo trapdoors. First off, on top of this upside down acacia stair, you'll place a lantern. If you're looking at this wall, you'll take the right half of the bed and count up by 1 and place a painting. It should be a 4x2. My goodness. Sorry, turn to your left, and then if you're above the spruce trapdoors here on the foot of the bed, which is closest to that door, I guess, you'll be on this particular yellow terracotta. You'll count, I guess, left by 1 to start, and you'll place a 2x1 painting there. To the right of it, you'll have another. From the right half of that one, you'll have another one above it, which should give you this. From that top painting, you'll leave a 1 block gap extending left and place a pale oak sign, and then 2 spruce slabs. If you trace directly down from that last spruce slab on this particular bottom yellow terracotta, you'll place an upside down oak slab with a brown carpet on top. If you kind of head back and to the right from your current location, you'll end up in this corner here, I guess, eventually. Or you want to be back at this door, which leads into the hallway. Oopsies. Above the right half of the little dollhouse thing here, you'll be on this yellow, and you'll place another 2x1 painting. From the right half of it, you'll leave a gap of 3, or leave 3 slabs and break the next one and replace it with an ochre froglight. You'll have a bamboo trapdoor off the bottom. If you want, you can make these slabs around it upside down smooth quartz stairs that face away from it. If anybody has seen Revived or downloaded Revived, like in the lobbies, you'll probably notice that light design. Because I think it looks cool. Anyway, heading back to the window here on the back wall, you want to replace the slab directly above it with an oak plank, along with the ones left and right. Those side planks will extend down with 3 light gray banners off the wall. Clear your inventory, and to finish this room, you'll get out the following. Warp planks, warp slabs, oak doors, oak trapdoors, diorite walls, and a birch door. Why not? In the back left-hand corner here, you'll extend forward with 2 diorite walls and then 2 warp planks. Each warp plank you'll extend up by 2 and then place slabs on top. Off the bottom 2x2, you'll place a set of oak doors facing into each other, and then above them have oak trapdoors opened up against them. A lot of these designs you'll probably be used to by the end of this because, well, they stay consistent. In the doorway here, you'll have a birch door with the handle facing towards this acacia button. Because, obviously, if you're in Bedrock specifically, I like to place it from this side, or I did have it from this side. But again, because of that handle direction, I'm just going to flip around and place it that way, since the hinges don't matter. Anyway, for this final room, I don't think there's a ton crazy going on here. There's a good amount of stuff. Oh yeah, the colored banners. Not actually. Well, kind of. Clear your inventory regardless and get out the following. Warp planks. That's so weird, I can see outside. Warp stairs. Probably not good either. Bamboo signs. Red carpet. Is there no light switch in this room? Wow, there isn't. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. Spruce plank. Spruce sign. Spruce stair. Spruce door and spruce trapdoor. From the door you just entered this room from, you'll place a red carpet just inside of it. If you trace it back to this back corner against the red concrete wall, you'll count right by 1 on it and then place 3 warp planks extending over. You'll have a bamboo sign off either side warp plank, and then basically above where the bamboo signs are, but I guess against the wall, you'll place 3 upside down warp stairs facing inwards, which should be 2 sets towards each other. And then in the center, you'll have upside down stairs facing forward. From the back right-hand corner of this room, you'll count forward diagonally left by 2 and place a spruce plank with a spruce sign off the front of it. In addition, you can, basically opposite of this, if you take the door at the front of the room, which is this door, you want to count left from it by 2 and extend up with 3 spruce planks on this row, and then a spruce stair facing right. Extend that row left and additional row, but the stair will face left instead. You'll have a set of spruce doors facing into each other off the bottom 2 blocks, and then spruce trap doors opened up against the top row of planks. Get rid of, like, your red carpet or something and get out spruce slabs. And on the right wall from the door, you want to leave a gap of 3 and place a spruce plank, upside down spruce slab, and then an upside down spruce stair facing forward. You can actually get rid of your spruce signs and get out jungle signs, and you'll place a jungle sign off of the only plank here. Opposite of the upside down spruce stair at the back here on the left wall, now you'll place an upside down spruce stair facing back. Behind it, upside down spruce slab, and then behind that an upside down spruce stair facing forward. We'll do one more quick little inventory switcheroo with this set. So get rid of your spruce doors and get out smooth quartz slabs and head back over to the desk on the right. To the left of this stair, you'll place a spruce trapdoor off the top half. Behind the desk, you'll place 3 upside down smooth quartz slabs extending along the base of the wall, which is bottom row, I guess. Technically, it's not the base since it's upside down. You'll extend each of those left by 3, and then you're doing the same thing with the bed here. Off of the rightmost row this time, there'll be trapdoors on top open to the right. And then just to the left of the bed, you'll place 2 rows of trapdoors also open to the right. Hopefully that's a good amount of stuff done with that set. You can clear your inventory again and get out the following. There's like so much. Oh, we missed the spruce slabs. That's fine. So get them back out just for a second, actually. And above the front 2 blocks of this desk, you'll leave a gap of 1 and then place spruce slabs here. Just so we don't need them again, because it's 2 blocks, and like I'm going to be so mad if I have to get them back out and waste a slot. Anyway, get out the following for real this time. Polished blackstone stairs. Mangrove stair. Spruce fence gates. end rod, a bee nest. Where? They're somewhere in here, I swear. They're there. Creeper head, oak slab, brown carpet, and we'll go chisel bookshelf. So where this desk is here, first off, on the like spruce trapdoor that sticks out the side of it, you're gonna crouch and place an end rod on top. Above that, you'll have a bee nest that preferably faces right, just because that's where the holes will be least obvious. Unless you're like literally on the bed or against this wall here, you can kind of see it there. To the, or I guess in front of this trapdoor, you'll place a mangrove stair facing right with a spruce fence gate on top of it, open to the right. If you end up like not being able to open it right, you want to just open it, and then if you basically stand inside of it, kind of like up against this slab here, you'll close it again and then open it, then it should go the other way. I always have that problem with... What have I been doing recently? I guess Sodom. I don't know what it is in Sodom, though. I just know it's Sodom. From the right half of the little closet here on the front, you want to a block behind it, place a creeper head facing left. Also, I want to mention a side note with these closets. You can't get in them, obviously. You can in the game, but if you want to replace the like spruce planks on these sides here with spruce trapdoors, kind of like... Oopsies. Kind of like this, just so you can actually hide in them, you absolutely can. Something like that. I can't place them all with the way that I have it, but just something like that. Figured I would mention that. If you head back to the right wall, because I keep forgetting to do things over here, just in front of this desk, you're going to place 3 upside down polished black stone stairs facing forward, all on top of each other. In front of that, you'll have upside down stairs facing back. From this closet here, just to the side of it, you'll place an upside down oak slab off the bottom block with a brown carpet on top. Kind of moving around this corner, you want to head back to the third warp plank back from the front left corner. So first, second, third, and extend 3 chiseled bookshelves up that face to the right. From the little desk table thing here, to the right of this upside down spruce slab, you'll place a mangrove stair facing left, with a spruce fence gate above it open to right. Hopefully you're noticing the trend of the stairs and fence gates are facing opposite directions. Behind this table, you want to place a mangrove stair facing forward and the spruce fence gate on top. Direction should be opened. Hopefully you can get it backwards. Anyway, what is the next step? Well, that's like a majority of that stuff done. You can clear your inventory and get out the following. Higlin head. Pale oak slab. Spruce sign. Mangrove trapdoor. Strip spruce wood. I'm not going to forget it. I'm not going to forget it. Beehives. Acacia plank. Nether brick fence. And pale oak signs. I'm not going to forget them. I swear. You want to, on the center block of the table here, you want to place a piglin head facing right. Behind this back chair, behind the slab specific, or the fence gate specifically, sorry, you want to place an upside down pale oak slab. Up diagonally back from that on the wall, you'll place a spruce sign. On the back wall, left of the glass pane, or the left of the center glass pane, you'll count left by 2, I guess, and you'll place a mangrove trapdoor open against this block. On top of this random spruce plank in the middle of the floor, you'll place a strip spruce wood. I believe this is a TV, but it's not particularly interesting. Oh, that's why. Back diagonally right from it, you'll place a beehive. Then get rid of your beehive and get out a glow item frame, and off the back of the strip spruce, you'll place a glow item frame. I don't know why it's facing the window, but it's really not my business, so I'm going to move on with my life. If you look at the bed or at this right wall here, just to the left of the bed, you'll place an acacia plank with a pale oak sign off the front of it, or this side of it. Nether brick fence above, and then you'll count up by 2 from that and place 2 pale oak slabs extending right. From the left half, you'll count left by 2, down by 1, and place 2 upside down pale oak slabs also extending left. Clear your inventory, and to finish this room, you're going to get out the following. Black banners, orange banners, red banners, paintings. We might not be able to finish it, actually. Hold on. Blue carpet, cyan carpet, light gray carpet, and orange carpet. We're really one slot short. That is wonderful, actually. So we'll start with the wall that we're looking at currently. The only painting on this wall is to the right of these pale oak slabs, and it's a 2x1 there. Turn to your right to this wall, and if you take the top half of the little closet here, these spruce stairs will count to the right by 3 when you're looking at them. Place another 2x1 there. Why are all the paintings in this area 2x1? Turn to your right again, and from the top chiseled bookshelf, you'll count up diagonally right by 1 and place a 2x1 here. From the right side of it, you'll count down diagonally right by 1 and place another. From the right side of that one, you'll count down by 1 and place another. From the right half of that, you'll count up diagonally right by 1 and place another. That's all the paintings. Before we do the other thing, if you take the chiseled bookshelf row here, you want to count right by 2 from it and place a blue carpet here. Extend it right with 2 cyan carpet and then another blue. Either blue can be brought back with a cyan and then a blue, and those blues at the back will be connected together with more cyan. Out of the 2 blocks here, the left is an orange and the right is a light gray. The window at the back wall. To the sides of the top glass pane, you want to place black banners. To the sides of the middle ones, you want to place orange banners, and to the sides of the bottom one, you want to place red banners. You can then clear your inventory and get out the following. Smooth quartz slabs and dark oak slabs. That's actually it. There's nothing else we need to do in this room. So this room is, again, it's going front to back, because I think they all are, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. And it's just going to start with a row of upside down dark oak slabs against either side wall, and then you should be able to figure out the pattern from there. Just the 2 upside down slabs, and then the dark oak, and then whatever. And it should line up. Again, you could always just trial and error and figure it out, but I don't know. I usually have to do that anyway, so. And yeah, that is the entire bottom floor of Neighborhood is done. Nice. Now, since we're only 32 minutes in, we can actually do some stuff on the second floor. So I'm going to just head up the staircase that was right there, which you probably saw. If you didn't, I don't know. Unfortunate. And so the first thing you want to do is get out the following. Quartz pillar, stripped mangrove wood, yellow terracotta. Oh, that's a fatal error on my part, not actually. Spruce planks, I guess. Smooth quartz blocks, I'd also guess. And we might just go with that for now. I don't really see the need to get anything else, so. If you start from this staircase, you want to, over the red concrete wall specifically, you want to place sideways quartz pillars. Which is this one, just like behind the staircase. On top of the dark oak slabs on the sides of it, you want to place sideways stripped mangrove wood instead. And I'll end in line with like this final row of the staircase where you have this dark oak trapdoor. On top of all of that, you'll place just a row of yellow terracotta for now, just so we know where that is. Like so. If you take the end yellow terracotta here, you want to, I'll actually take the strip mangrove below it, and I'll extend it forward with 6 yellow terracotta. I'll then extend left by 2, place a smooth quartz block, 3 yellow, and then I'll connect back. I don't have a smooth quartz here, I actually have a spruce plank under this door, but because I think the, that was just a mistake, I put smooth quartz here. You will extend this row, by the way. You have 3 on either side of the door. You'll extend left by, I guess, 2 to go under the warp, but technically you only need 1 over. And on the other side, you need a whopping 0. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Honestly, this pretty much lays out a lot of what we need here. Like, there's not a ton else on this particular side that we do need to do. The only thing I would advise, maybe, is to the left of the warped here. So I'm actually going to bring the warped on these sides down by 1, so we understand that this is a full block of this. But you want to extend left with 11 yellow terracotta from the bottom warped here. And you notice you should be 5 away from this wall here. You'll then extend back by 8. Place a smooth quartz block, and then 3 yellow terracotta. You again should notice you're actually in line with the wall right now, which is kind of funny. You'll extend that yellow just back to the right to connect in. And this is kind of a staircase here, and would be the same thing over on that side with that little crevice. The front wall of this hallway we actually should already have a part of, and I'll give you a hint. It's not this marking, it's the literal wall that we have here. So if you actually take this wall and take the bottom of it, you should have 3 yellow terracotta to the side of this door. You want to extend it an additional 2 over, and then place a smooth quartz block. You'll then extend it an additional 10 over with yellow terracotta. Smooth quartz block. And then you should be able to connect into the wall with, I believe, 7 yellow. Like so. Between these, it's going to be the... If you're, I guess, looking from the front, it's going to be the second block to the left of this smooth quartz, so this yellow. It's actually where we already have a wall below, and you can just bring this all the way forward. We'll split it better in a second here. Or we'll actually add the doorways in a second, I should say. From the front, you should have on this wall already 2 full rows of yellow. So if you're beyond this, you'll be 2 more back. So basically on this block, you'll break this yellow and replace it with a smooth quartz block. You can see kind of what the numbers are looking like there, where you have 3 yellow in total, but 2 filled rows already. Yeah. If you get out red concrete and head to the other side of this wall, you want to kind of count on the yellow to the 9th one back. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9th. And here you want to place 4 red extending over, 2 smooth quartz, and then 3 red. And if you look at this window here, you should have basically 1 red between this brick wall window and where this wall would end up being situated, I guess. And honestly, that's the second floor layout. Like, anything else here we would have already had. We can fix the bathroom, actually, because I know there's another wall there. Give me, like, 2 seconds to get there, though. I believe it's just in line with the edge of it now. 1, 2, 3. So if you count in front of it, it should be 3, 6. I believe it should be 9. So that's actually what we have, yeah. And you'll just then connect this particular yellow, like, back into that wall that we already have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is the inner space of this entire room. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you can see that's correct. So, most of the flooring here, I believe, should be spruce planks. As far as what isn't, it's really just the extra rooms, actually. So just, if you take the top of the staircase we started from, which is this one, this part will be spruce planks, and then the hallway connecting to it will be entirely spruce planks. And yeah, we'll fill in the floor and we'll bring up the walls, and then we'll end. But I don't know why I'm filling in the floor first, actually, but who cares. So yeah, and the front room, like front right room might be. I have to double check. I didn't check that one specifically. This one here, I mean. You know what, I'll just check it right now. Why not? It is not. No, that one's strip spruce, of course. Our favorite floor pattern in the whole world, but yeah. So just mid the main hallway, really. Hopefully this floor should be like 2 parts at most. It's really not that many rooms. And again, it does help to already have the areas filled out. 3rd floor, I think, will be the annoying one, because that has the like really big room in it. The room that's like almost 3 floors tall. I think it's 2 though. It might be 3, but I think it's 2. I can't remember exactly. Let me think. No, it's definitely 2. Well, that's just a couple that are too tall, which is nice, I guess, for the 4th floor, because then that means we don't have much to do there. Is 4th floor attic? No, 4th floor is not attic. 5th floor is attic, I do believe, right? I'll check in a sec. Nope, I gotta fill in this room first. I literally just look up and count. Yeah, nice. Okay, because 3rd and 4th, yeah, 5th is an actual floor still. Really? Oh no, I guess that's mainly taken up by other rooms, but there's like the greenhouse, I think that's like pretty much it. Nice. So as for the other floors, the bathroom is block of raw iron, which is this little room right here. We'll just fill this one in really quickly. With, you know, raw iron. This little area doesn't technically matter, like around the bookshelf. That's just a little bit thicker because of the way the spacing ended up working out. Specifically with this room and... It's like the hallway length. There was something weird that had happened. I think this wall actually isn't in line with the hallway. It's like back or something weird. You also, birch planks. Do we need strip birch for that as well? Or just birch planks? No, just birch planks. For the... Like, out of these 3 rooms, it's the back right one. It's this one right here. It's, if you're familiar with the game, it's like the projector room. With, well, the projector, I guess. In case I didn't make that one obvious. We also have some holes in the floor, but we're going to worry about those probably, like, first thing next part, or just as we get to the rooms. And then, yeah, the other 2 rooms, I'll get rid of the birch planks just for fun, are the strip spruce pattern with the, you know, sideways facing and whatever. And, yeah. Once we do that and then fill up our walls, it'll be the end of the part. So if you kind of know what to do for that, you don't need to necessarily watch the rest of this, but yeah. That's pretty good. Again, like, it's funny the difference between still being on the first floor versus having the second floor entirely marked, you know? Just in one part. One part of progress really can do a lot. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Like, some parts you're like, okay. Especially when you have 3 parts in the same damn room. I.e. game station, that was a lot more than 3. But you get the general point, at least. But then suddenly you have one part where you finish, like, 2 whole rooms, and it's like, hell yeah. We're basically done now. Not that I've hit that point yet in Poppy Playtime, but... I think here this one definitely feels good, because, like, there's not a ton of rooms on the second floor, and then the third floor rooms... Again, take up the 4th floor majority, so really after we're done the 3rd floor, it's like just the attic, which will be a little bit annoying, yeah, but it won't be that bad. It'll probably be a part or maybe 2, but I might try to squeeze it into 1 depending on how it goes, because I know it's gonna be like, it's gonna either be like an hour and 10 minutes or like a 50-minute part and a 20-minute part. It's just, it's the way it works. Which I always dislike. I always like, these never end conveniently. Sometimes the, like, Poppy Playtime segments have been a little bit more convenient for me. But, like, I think it was Ban Ban ended on, like, a 10-minute part. And, what's the other thing? I feel like Batum might have been a little bit long. I think it was like 50 minutes or something for that one. But yeah, I'm trying to push that 50 for a lot of these. Especially for, what was the other thing that I was like... Oh yeah, never mind. I can't say that one yet, actually. But there's a couple things I think I'm going to push that hour for, just because I don't want to make a million parts for everything. And if I can, you know, have less parts uploaded myself, it'll feel like it goes a little bit faster, even though I am just grinding more per day to do that, but you know. Anyway, that's all your floors filled in, and for the walls, it's just 5 rows of whatever block on top. Obviously, the smooth quartz, you're leaving the bottom 2 open, and the top 3 you're connecting with the proper wall pattern, including that 2x2. I know that 2x2 is weird, but that's basically like the weird event covers. You'll see a couple more of those later, and we did have one earlier, but yeah, we just leave that open for now and then worry about it later. And yeah. That honestly wasn't too long of a part. A little bit over the average, but... I've been trying to keep 40 for Poppy Playtime and like Ban Ban and Batum and stuff, but... Again, every once in a while, sometimes I feel like a longer part is just necessary to get things done. But yeah, let me know if you guys, how you guys feel like either way about me kind of almost generally sticking with 40, but for certain builds or things going with a little bit longer. Because I know I made that poll that had asked about that, and a lot of people did say they like the shorter parts more. But I think for some things that's like reasonable for like FNAF, where it's not that long, but for something like Poppy Playtime or, you know, other games like it, like this, I guess, has been a while. Just to kind of up that length a little bit to decrease the part number. Because it'll feel like, I feel like it'll feel like it's dragging on a little bit less. As you have 10 parts that are the length of, say, 15. Because, like, it may not seem like a ton of a difference, but when you hit, you know, 90 parts, that 90 would be down to, like, I don't know, I'm bad at math. It'd be down to, like, 70 or something, if I did that right. Anyway, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is part, what is that, 13 of Neighbor Case Complete? Something like that. I don't even know anymore. We're definitely getting there, slowly but surely. But again, I think as we get further, it'll definitely feel like it goes by faster, just because of the way the rooms end up kind of lining up and stuff. Anyway, thank you all so much, guys, did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Aww, that's so unfortunate. Peace.